It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we are going to be going over the NBA 2K23 MyTEAM Season 1 award ceremony. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to talk about the most valuable player, the most underrated, most overrated, Mr. Inconsistent. We're going to be going over the all-Ami, Diamond, Pink Diamond team, and more. If this is your first award ceremony, buckle up, get your popcorn out, and get ready for just kind of a treat, because this is just once a season. Now, before I dive any further, make sure to smash that subscribe button if we are new. We're on the road towards 110,000 subscribers. First award is the cheesiest player in NBA 2K23 Season 1. Between Jason Tatum, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. For Jason Tatum, it's pretty self-explanatory. Talk about a guy that greens every contested shot, no matter if it's 20%, 43, 44, 45, whatever was hit on me in quals, doesn't matter. JT, super cheesy. A. Disney, pretty self-explanatory. Can play power forward, center, one of the best. He's the best player in the game. Cheesy in his own right. And Russell Westbrook, talk about 5-out rim running. That's where Russell Westbrook makes his bread. But for me, it's Jason Tatum. It's got to be. The way he can green contested shots is just absolutely ridiculous. Next, we have our defensive player of the season. Starting off with who I was the highest on is Michael Jordan. When you put Michael Jordan on ball, because his tendencies are so good and his stats are so good, he makes his presence felt. Will Chamberlain, dude's 7'1", incredible player model. When he's on the court offensively, I'm absolutely boxed. I mean, somebody, off ball sits paint with Will. What do? You're boxed. Next up, Galaxy Opal Jimmy. Look at the defensive badges on Jimmy Butler. Come back and tell me what you think about him. I mean, it's really no question. Jimmy Butler has to be the defense player of the season. No matter if you like using MJ, if you thought he clamped up people, it doesn't matter. Jimmy is the best defensive player we got in Season 1. Then we were talking about the Mr. Overrated, the most overrated player we got in Season 1. You start off with Jaylen Brown. You had to lock in a bunch of MT that you'll never get back for what I think is a mediocre shooting guard. I know a lot of people like Jaylen Brown and think the world of him. I just think he is bang average. Derrick Rose, the only reason he is overrated is because that's nearly who everybody went for first, and I don't even think he's the best point guard in the game. Give me Russell Westbrook over him, and so that's why I'm personally putting Derrick Rose in the Mr. Overrated. Chris Bosh, I don't care what anybody says. Look at the stats of Chris Bosh. His defense is mid, super overrated in my opinion, but I gotta go with Derrick Rose. Everybody locked in for this card to just not even be the best point guard in the game. To me, in my personal opinion, it's kind of sad in a way. Then we're going to talk about Mr. Underrated. Cards that don't get enough notice, but I think are really good. Starting off with Pink Diamond Vince Carter. Outside of Michael Jordan, the dude's my second favorite shooting guard in the game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Obviously, outside of maybe the Galaxy Opal Jimmy. I love Vince. His release is smooth. Defense is underrated because his player model is good and he competes on the interior. Vince, definitely underrated. Cash Money Chris Middleton. A card I liked, hiked up, a lot better on next gen than current gen, but just a great 3-and-D option. A lot of people are going to, talk about how Chris Middleton's not good, this and that. If you want a 3-and-D option, Cash Money Chris Middleton is solid. And then Pink Diamond Jermaine O'Neal, the man in the middle, one of my favorite power forward centers in the entire game. Honestly, might even be my favorite center outside of AD to run right now as it stands. I think he is super underrated. For me, it's got to be Vince Carter. Everybody wants to slander Vince Carter. Nobody wants to hype him up. I'll be the one to hype him up. Best takeover card up next, Iggy and Sean Kemp. If you want to put Donovan Mitchell, Jason Kidd on here, albeit I think they are very solid options as well. But I think these three, in my personal opinion, are the three best. Starting with Andre Iguodala, maybe the best on-ball defender in the game. He could have definitely been on the defense player of the season over a guy like Michael Jordan if you wanted him to be. I mean, Andre Iguodala is that good on the defensive end of the court. Anthony Edwards, a little more of just a versatile option at that shooting guard position. Has the normal fade on next gen, is extremely good. And then Sean Kemp, power forward that I personally absolutely love. He still plays for me. For me, I got to go with Sean Kemp. I absolutely love this card as far as driving, attacking the rim, dunking the ball, playing defense. He does it all. Next, we got the best Evo card. Starting it with Benedict Mathurin, 6'7" shooting guard, can play a little defense, has a cheesy release. Very easy to agree with the card. Dyson Daniels, 6'6" point guard, very cheesy because of that good release. Just doesn't have a lot other than that solid defender. Chet Holmgren, maybe the cheesiest of them all. I still think Chet's missing a lot. Has like a 40-some strength rating, which obviously hurts the card for me. It's Bennedict Mathurin as what I believe is the most complete Evo card we saw in Season 1. Next up, best trophy case reward, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis, Clyde Drexler. Now, if you want to throw CP3, if you want to throw Patrick Ewing, if you want to throw those Gilbert Arenas bums on here, I guess you can, but it's really a three-headed race. Jimmy, AD, and Clyde Drexler, it's really not even a three-headed race. It's a one-headed race. Anthony Davis is our best trophy case reward. Best dynamic duo, we saw some good ones in Season 1. D-Wade, Bosh, pretty solid. MJ, Scottie, pretty solid. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, pretty solid. Now, when I say it's pretty solid, it's not necessarily how much the duo does. Yes, the duo helps all of these very slightly. Obviously, for Chris Bosh, gets him Hall of Fame rebound chaser. But would I rather use that duo or the MJ and Scottie? Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. That's really what we're evaluating here. And with my evaluation, I'm going with MJ and Scottie Pippen as our best duo we saw in Season 1. The budget MVP, Amy LaMarcus Aldridge, as far as the stretch big, the best option if you are on a budget. Robert Horry, a small forward, power forward. Mellow base, absolutely chicken. It's really all he gives you, though. And then Bennedict Mathurin. Even if you have to get the Ruby Amethyst version of the card, he is still extremely, extremely good for a budget option. So, between these three, I'm going with LaMarcus Aldridge, a guy that if you are nobody spent and just starting the game can help your squad out greatly. Mr. Inconsistent up next. D-Rose, Jermaine, Sean Kemp. All three cards I have. For me, Derrick Rose, there's times I'm like, wow, this card's better than Ja. He's the best point guard in the game. And then there's times I hate the animations he gets. I think the card is a bona fide scrub. For Jermaine O'Neal, there's times I think he's better than KG. There's times I think he is the best guy to play the center position outside of AD. But then there's times when his shot, it's always better, but there's times when it really costs me with, in certain situations, and sometimes you just can't have that. For Sean Kemp, I feel like sometimes Sean Kemp greens everything, and other times I can't hit the broadside of a barn. For me, it's got to be Sean Kemp. There's literally times I'm like, this card is undisputed the best power forward in the games. Then there's times it's like, can we get a new power forward? Where's Giannis? Where's LeBron? The MVP of Season 1. You could throw in Cade, you could throw in whoever you want. I think it's a three-headed race. John Morant, Michael Jordan, Anthony Davis. It's hard for me to even give it an option. It's Anthony Davis. If you got Anthony Davis in Season 1, you've got the most valuable card in the game. Next up, guys, we got the All-Amy team. Started the point guard position. Steph Curry, an absolute cheeseball. Danny Green, a great 3-and-D option. Kawhi Leonard, another great 3-and-D option. Giannis, incredible defensively with LaMarcus Aldridge, a stretch big. I really wanted to put Amy Wood on here because I love him, but didn't have any room for him. The All-Amy team right here. You could have Sean Livingston on here if you really wanted to. Next up, the All-Diamond team. A lot of the takeover rewards. Donovan Mitchell at the point guard position. If you wanted Jason Kidd, do what you got to do. Ant at the 2, or you could put Latrell Sprewell if you wanted. Andre Iguodala at the 3. Melo at the 4 with that cheesy release with Sean Kemp at that center position. Last but certainly not least, the All-Pink Diamond team headlined by Ja Morant at that point guard position. I thought about Cade, but I still think Ja's a better option. MJ at the 2, Scottie P at the 3, James Worthy at the 4, with KG at the 5. A close one from putting Jermaine O'Neal. So that is going to wrap it up for our award ceremony for Season 1. Hopefully each of you guys did enjoy the award ceremony. If it's your first one, hey, hopefully you liked it. Stay around for the YouTube channel, man, for my team content, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.